Johann Sebastian Bach was arguably the most notable composer of the Baroque era, and is undoubtedly one of the most influential musicians throughout all of history. His work was revolutionary in many regards, and still holds an important role in history today. Bach was born in the small town of Eisenach, located in central Germany in 1685. By the time he was 10, both of his parents had died, so he lived with his brother Johann Christoph Bach, who was a professional organist. Bach continued to live with his brother through his teenage years, where he studied composition and the organ. He very quickly showed lots of musical talent, and in a few short years was enrolled at the St. Michael's School. From 1703 to 1723, Bach held many positions at various courts and churches throughout central Germany. These experiences provided him with a wider view of different musical forms than what he was familiar with, and gave him room to explore. In 1723, Bach moved to the city of Leipzig, where he became the city's music director. He would spend the rest of his life here working as the resident conductor, organist, organ builder, and composer. By the 1730s, Bach held critical acclaim across Germany and Europe. He was commissioned to write pieces for royal courts across the continent, and also went on numerous tours. In the last 10 years of his life, Bach matured into a very nuanced and philosophical composer. He focused less on the quantity of the pieces, and instead he worked to create the most profound music that he could. Bach died from complications of an eye surgery in Leipzig in 1750. He left behind his wife, Anna Magdalena Bach, and over 20 children, many of whom became notable composers in their own right. Bach's lasting legacy is one full of musical genius. He was a master and pioneer of techniques such as counterpoint, modulation, four-part harmony, and ornamentation. Additionally, Bach left behind untold thousands of pieces of music, such as cantatas, oratorios, concertos, and orchestral suites, to name a few. All in all, Johann Sebastian Bach was one of the most prolific and influential musicians of all time.